What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our house tour. This is part 2. You've already seen the common areas of our home and our bedrooms upstairs. Now it's time to take you to one of my favorite places in the house. It's what we call our social club. So come on downstairs. Okay, so we are now downstairs in the social club. This has literally been one of my favorite areas of the house because there's a whole other world down here. Literally the first time I ever saw this house, I remember walking in and being like, what? There's an entire area downstairs that's a full length of the house. And I loved all the archways, and it had definitely a very sexy ambiance. And so I had so many ideas the first moment I saw it, starting with the fact that this felt very serene down here. I am turning this entire area into a spa/glam room for me. And I cannot wait to unveil this to you guys. We're literally putting a sauna in here. There's gonna be massage tables. There's going to be literally a whole glam setup. So I cannot wait to get your ideas on what you think I should do with this area. So comment below what you think should go on right here. Now we're gonna show you guys this stunning hallway and walk right into what I call our media room. So come on in. Okay, here we are. This is our media room. Okay, so I'm actually gonna show you what it really should look like. It's definitely giving dim, sexy vibes normally because we are normally watching movies down here, watching our favorite TV shows. I'm gonna actually show you what it really would look like. I'm not gonna give away this side yet. So let's turn up the lights just a little bit so that you actually can see some of the details in here. But this is normally how we would watch like movies or our favorite shows, especially during the holidays. We stack all the family and the children in here. This is actually a custom sofa that was designed and created by Israel's incredibly talented brother, Andrew. And Mariah actually was the one that designed this entire bottom floor. Guys, she killed it. She's so freaking talented. She came up with the idea of doing like a very dark gray, moody vibe down here. Initially, we were like, should we paint the ceilings? Should we not paint the ceilings? I now kind of hate the white ceilings. Comment below if you think we just need to do the entire room super dark and moody. That would be my vote. Let me know your opinion. But getting into this custom sofa, guys, please look at how deep this sofa is. It literally takes up my entire body. So my feet barely hang off. And the awesome thing about it is that you literally can grab your cell phone and place it on top. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outlets where you literally could just lay your phone on top and it charges your phone for you. Another cool thing is we actually created this to have trundles underneath. So these pull out into beds. So anytime we have family that crashes or comes over, we're like, you already know where to take your spot downstairs in the social club. Another area that I absolutely love in the house is this little corner. We've got all of these bins that have amazing throw blankets so that literally our family can cuddle up with each other on the sofa, grab a blanket, cuddle, get into the movie. But we also have our handy dandy popcorn machine. You already know that your girl has ordered custom Chateau Houghton popcorn bags, but we love popping popcorn here. And eventually I'm going to turn this entire room into a candy pantry. Like it'll be a concession stand. It's a big room in there. We currently use it for storage, but I'm going to turn it into a whole, what is that called in the movie theaters? It's the concession stand. This will now be the concession stand. I might even get a little sign that says concession stand, and it's literally, you're gonna walk in and it's just gonna be a pantry filled with all your favorite snacks when you go to see the movies. So moving right along, I'm sure you guys have been hearing this glorious music. I wonder who's doing that over here. Let's step on into what we call the reason room. Well, look who it is, just jamming, just jamming. This is technically Israel's man cave. Down here, I would say the media room is where you watch all your sports. It's where you watch all your movies. This is where he definitely gets inspiration, up in the piano room, obviously, but also down here, just hanging with friends, playing spades on the spades table. Yes. This was 2 vintage pieces that I absolutely fell in love with. It belonged actually to a friend of ours, a family member, Monica, and Rome's home that they moved into. And they were like, we don't know if we love these, but I saw them and I was like, I have to have them.
They used to be orange.
They used to be orange with orange, what is that called? Covers. Seat covers with orange cushions. And was it your idea to turn them green?
Yeah.
I love that. And we restained it.
They almost look black.
Yeah, it was giving Polo Bar Ralph Lauren that dark green. Fun fact, this whole room used to be painted that green color. And we decided again, our vibes were gonna be gray and moody. So again, I feel like if you own a home, you already know it is never a finished project. Like, you're always thinking of new things to update and ways to do it. That's why I was like, let me just give these people the house tour, because I'm always going to be working on the house. So honestly, we were holding out to show you guys our bar room because we're still trying to get those smoky ceilings. What is that called? Antique glass. We're trying to do antique mirrors all on the roof of this. Obviously, we have a kind of a cool vibe going on down here. We even have our own Reason Room cocktail menu. We actually ended up naming this room the Reason Room, as you can see, because when we as a family all were living in our house in Calabasas during the pandemic, at some point in the evening, I feel like Papa Joe or Jared would come around and be like, guys, I think it's time for us to reason. And the guys would end up either grabbing a glass of wine or whiskey or whatever was their choice. And they'd end up just sitting together and like gathering and having fun. And they would say, it's time to reason. And so we always said if we had a bar in our home, we would call it the Reason Room, just a place where people can gather and talk and have fun and play cards and listen to music and reason. So I absolutely love this. Normally it's a moodier vibe. Obviously we're filming and we wanted you guys to be able to see the details, but let me show you the vibes we really keep in here. Hold please. These are the vibes in our Reason Room. It's usually very moody. It's definitely giving sexy vibes. One day I think that you and I should just come down here and have dinner by ourselves. I just feel like I'll meet you at the bar and come down here for a little secret date. But even more than that, I actually think that this has been so much fun. We did a birthday party for Israel down here where we called it a speakeasy. Everyone had a key that they had to use to get down here. We locked the door up top, and everyone had to have a key so that they could get downstairs. And it was super dark in here. We had 2 bartenders working the bar. It was our own Cheers, okay? Cue the song, You Wanna Go, where everybody knows your name. One of the other things that I absolutely love is the fact that right across from our Reason Room is our home studio that's currently being built out. Guys, I cannot wait to have a studio in our home. I mean, there's a full console, literally vocal booths, a live room. It's literally the length of this entire hallway, and it's gonna be absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to reveal it to you and maybe even reveal some music that we're working on. So we shall see. Now you've gone through the media room, the Reason Room, the spa that's coming, and on this side also the house studio that's on its way. People that end up staying over our house, they end up using these 2 incredible bathrooms that we have right here. So come on in. Okay, there's this little hallway we've got going on right here. We have a mirror on this side. I always feel like when people throw parties, everybody wants to hog up a mirror that's in the bathroom when somebody actually has to use the toilet. So we ended up putting a mirror right out here so that people could check themselves out in. When I say people, I mean me. We were inspired by, again, the deep grays and gold. I don't know why, but I feel like this reminds me of the Dior J'adore bottle, but it is super sexy in here. We have a completely open shower in here, and it is a dark gray, almost like a blue gray dark navy gray with gold accents, and I absolutely love it. And then right next door, we have our second full bathroom. And this one is more of a light gray with a lot of black accents. And this is just a vibe in here. I love the lighting. I love the vibe of this bathroom. Let me know which one you prefer. Do you guys prefer the darker, sexy bathroom that has the gold accents, or do you prefer the lighter gray with the black accents in here? Let me know. And then all the way at the end of the hall is definitely my favorite space, which is our second kitchen, what we call our pool kitchen. The fact that I have a second kitchen sounds absolutely insane to me, but I will not lie to you, it definitely comes in handy during the holidays, specifically Thanksgiving, when we've got multiple things cooking and we need more than one stove. This is my favorite place for that. But you know, when you come from humble beginnings, just the idea of having a second kitchen sounds absolutely insane. And I love the fact that this really was a labor of love from our family, because like I said, Mariah designed the entire social club, the lower level down here, including this insane kitchen. So we obviously have all of this beautiful Venetian plaster that came all the way down the hall and then wraps around into this open shelving, which I know I've given you guys sneak peeks of this on Instagram, because when I saw this, I fell in love. I was like, Mariah, this is my dream open shelving. And then I got the most incredible surprise with these custom plates that she got made for us, which say Chateau Houghton on them. And I think that they're just absolutely beautiful and definitely one of my favorite things. So I've already shown you guys a sneak peek of this part. Now let's get into the rest of our second kitchen. It actually was designed again by Israel's incredibly talented brother. It was a collab situation between Mariah and Andrew, Israel's brother, who is actually an architect and does all this craftsmanship. He built all of this by hand, you guys. So it is all custom cabinets. I mean, we even have, that is our fridge and our freezer over there. But like I said, having a second kitchen definitely comes in handy during the holidays, because let me tell you, this Big Chill stove was literally our saving grace during Thanksgiving when my mom was making a turkey upstairs and a pernil down here. And I love it because it looks so similar to our stove upstairs. But guys, Big Chill is hands down my favorite stoves. I mean, just what they build, it is absolutely stunning. I love the brass hardware. I love this color. The cream color went perfectly. And just even like the hood, guys, Big Chill is where it's at. So this is definitely one of my favorite pieces down here. I think it actually tied the entire kitchen together. Definitely our Big Chill stove. Winner. Favorite piece in the kitchen. Another thing I love is even the custom cabinets over here, and the fact that that is a fridge and that is a freezer over there. We've got a second dishwasher on this side and so much more. So guys, trust me, this is where you'll find me on summer days, chilling down here right off the pool. Speaking of the pool, let's head outside. I put on my shades for us to come on outside. Guys, this is actually still very much like a work in progress, I would say. We are still designing the backyard, and we just recently threw a little summer soiree. We had like family over, and so I quickly purchased these small tables. You know, we have custom towels. We are reordering some Chateau Houghton custom towels that I'm super excited about, but for now we've got our Beverly Hills ones from the house from Villa Houghton. But guys, I love it out here. One of the things that I absolutely fell in love with was the waterfall. I don't know about you, but I love a good serene waterfall vibe. I definitely wanted it to feel like a beach club out here. Eventually, I'd really love to turn this into like sunbeds everywhere and definitely decorate a bit more. So that is this is still a work in progress, but I absolutely love that we have so much outdoor area with so much sunshine, so many beautiful hydrangeas and beautiful colors. Fun fact, everybody, there is actually benches by the waterfall. So there's a bench that's built in over there. Eventually, I'd love to put a slide in. We had a slide in Calabasas that I absolutely loved. So I'm architecturally trying to figure out what would be the best way to get a slide up in here. Maybe even create like, maybe if this was more of a grotto with a cave and a slide. We're gonna figure it out, but we're still mapping out our whole outdoor area. But for now, this has been heaven on earth for us for the past 2 summers. One of the things that I absolutely love about our house is obviously this waterfall, but anytime that we have guests over, one of their favorite things to do is to actually climb up top. You just walk right up the stairs and they end up jumping off from the waterfalls. It's one of the favorite things to do. This pool actually is 11 feet deep in this area, so we always need a lifeguard on duty. So right above our pool area is this beautiful sitting deck. This is actually our backyard that I think is absolutely so special. I feel like mainly because we've made so many amazing memories here. I remember celebrating Ever's very first birthday here, and you guys know that we love to entertain, so we're constantly having family and friends over, and I feel like on a daily basis I bring Ever out here just to run around. But you know, there's always mimosas on deck in our home. There's always champagne on ice. There's a mimosa ready somewhere. And I think one of the things that I really fell in love with out here was all of the stonework and just how beautiful the stonework was. It reminded me of something that felt a little bit more old world. And on top of that, I fell in love with all the hydrangeas that we had back here. So we've got pinks and lavenders and baby blues actually on our property, on almost 2 acres of property. And then we added all of these beautiful white hydrangeas. I feel like Iz and I are always traveling so much, but this again is home for us, and the fact that we get to create what feels like vacation even in our own home means everything to us. So again, we're still working on certain things that we still want to see happen back here. My dream would be to actually have an outdoor fireplace. So this is actually right on the other side of our great room. And so there's a fireplace on the other side that could use the same chimney. And I would love for this to then be an outdoor fireplace that we can just sit down on during the colder seasons, obviously fall, and also during winter, even when it's like cold out here, to come out here and bundle up and sit by the fireplace and drink hot cocoa with a good book. That to me seems amazing. So that's a project that we're definitely gonna work on. And in the meantime, I'll just sit here and eat a charcuterie board with a nice book and just look at the beautiful golf course, look at our barbecue section over there that we've got going on. I am not a barbecue master, but let me tell you, put me on the grill, I can make it happen.
Sharing my home with you all has always been super special to me. I know how much I love seeing home renovations and just interior decor in general, but for the girls who grew up like me, I also hope it serves as inspiration, that anything is possible. When I was younger, I used to love watching MTV Cribs and Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and I would literally daydream and envision myself one day living in a beautiful home like the ones on the shows. And I'm just so grateful to God that after 25 years of working my butt off, I have the home of my dreams. Now, it didn't come easy, but I promise that I will never take any of these blessings that God has given me for granted. I also love that I get to share these blessings now with my baby boy. I get to share this dream home with my family and make memories that will stay with us forever here at Chateau Houghton.